Good afternoon, Sagittarius. This is your financial reading from today, which is the 4th of November, right the way through until around about the 18th. Thank you so much to any returning subscribers. Thank you to anyone who's watching this. I sincerely wish you all the very best. What I want to say is, what do I want to say? it's coming right for a lot of people. And a lot of these cards and all these readings that I've done for the past few weeks, there's a lot of major cards coming up for people, and I honestly believe Spirit is trying to push people into something better. And I think if we can just sort of let go of the worries and the stress and everything, because I appreciate there's a lot of that around, but I think if you can just sort of take a bit of a step back and chill and let Spirit take you to where it wants you to go, because I do believe there's a lot of like movement, if you will, from people being sort of stuck at the same old job, the same old money, the same old life, if you will. I do believe that you've just got to go in the direction that Spirit is trying to push you and get you to somewhere way better than where you are. All right. And again, just try not to worry, because again, not easy for anybody at the moment, is it? Right, first card, let's make a start. The 5 of Swords, which is, it can be a card of battling, you know, people, you know, that everybody's got the swords up, everybody's battling, everybody's, you know, stressed about something, everybody's got something to say. And, you know, again, it's not easy at the moment for anybody, you know, this could just be people at work pecking your head a little bit, people at home, just niggles, if you will. And I guess for a lot of people, you know, if they're feeling a bit fed up or a bit down or worried about the job or worried about where money's coming from, to some extent, people lash out at the nearest person. And you can see it an awful lot at the moment with how people are reacting, even just in town and in the shops, and people arguing with people who's not wearing a mask. And I guess the anger is coming out of a lot of people, and it's not necessarily just directed at you, Sagittarius. It just could be the general feeling of people being worried about where all this is going and what's going to happen to the businesses and the jobs and where money's going to come from. And again, I just think to some extent try and sort of take a little step back and realise it's not always directed at you. All right, this can also mean that you win the battle, if you will, that you're the one who's right, the one who can see reason. You know, maybe you do win the battle, but again, to some extent, there is no winners in this card, really. You know, even if you're right or the other person's wrong or vice versa, I guess, there is no winners. But again, just see these things as temporary energy. Sagittarius, not for the rest of your life. And again, just probably a lot of energy of people being a bit fed up and a bit down and all the rest of it, which isn't really helping. But you have got some cracking cards, so stick with it and do not switch off this video until I get to the end. If you are, when I just say as well, if you are worried about stimulus or worried about money coming in, I did a reading on stimulus and it does give dates of when I think this is coming. So, you know, if you want to watch that and that's any help to you. Okay. The next card you've got is the 5 of Pentacles, and this can obviously indicate some lack of money or lack of finances or lack of something, you know. And a lot of the time, what I want to say as well, it's easy to see wealth in other people that doesn't actually exist. You know, we can all see people driving around the road in some flash car, you know, and a lot of the time at Sagittarius, they haven't even made the bloody payments. So try not to get sucked into thinking people are doing better than you or people have got more wealth, because a lot of the time that is so not the case. You know, this card also shows, and I like this card, that it shows the keys right there. And all you have to do sometimes is maybe look up and you can see the answer. You can see the way forward. And I do believe that is true, but we don't see it when we're sat on the floor or we're upset or worried or, you know, whatever is going on. And sometimes I know it is difficult in these times to see a clear way forward, but I promise you the answers are there and the keys there are not. Sometimes you can just look up and you'll see right where Spirit again wants you to lead you to, wants you to get you to. And I think sometimes we've just got to be open to the answers and open to the way forward and open to the abundance that the universe has for us. You know, there is no lack of money, even though we can sometimes see it like that. There is no lack of money, lack of resources, and lack of anything that you can have. And a lot of the time we've just got to try and shift our mindset a little bit and see it that spirit can help us when maybe, you know, we would see it as impossible. I myself have walked down the road many a time and there's been £20 on the pavements and £10 there's just money just comes in from absolutely nowhere and you think, wow. And it's surprising what the universe can give you. It really is. So look up Sagittarius because the keys are there. They really are. Right, next card. Let's crack on because, like I say, this really does come very, very good for you. Okay, the next card is the Seven of Cups reversed. And again, going back to the other cards, I'm thinking you're just not seeing that there is answers from that. I'm thinking you just don't see the possibilities. You just not seeing the that you have options or that you have any sort of choice. This could indicate that maybe you're stuck in a job you don't like, but you don't see there's any way you can get out of that. This could indicate that you have no job, and again, you don't see there's any solutions or any way forward. I swear to God, if you see the other cards, it does come, Sagittarius. So again, we've just got to maybe take a step back from where you are, maybe just breathe a little bit because it is there and it does come. Okay, now the next card from that, again, so many people have got a lot of major cards. The next card from that is the High Priestess, and this can indicate things coming through to you. You know, that you suddenly realise, you know what, let's just try this direction or let's just go there. This can indicate secrets being led to you, that things maybe you wasn't aware of come in, that maybe you're given the answers or given some sort of divine knowing, if you will, that maybe again money's coming, it's definitely coming, maybe answers are coming to you. This can indicate connection to spirit. And again, listening for a better direction, a better clue, a better way forward. And this can indicate, obviously, maybe you are trying readings, maybe you've opened up to spirit a little bit more, maybe you're doing some sort of meditations, or again, something that would help you shift those earlier cards into a better direction. Because I think, again, the answers are there, Sagittarius, just not seeing it. And it's so easy to just get into a bit of a muddle and just not see clearly, which again is just normal, I guess, really, because a lot of people feel like that, but answers are coming. And again, try and maybe meditate and tune into those. Okay, the next card you've got, see, it starts coming right. It really does, Sagittarius. The Empress. Now, I do read a lot of cards because I swirl them all around and they come in reverse. So to get cards upright, I'd see it's a massive blessing. You know, whether again this is something creative that you do, this can maybe indicate some sort of creative business that you start. I would see this as very, very good. And I think with the High Priestess as well, maybe you have this flash of inspiration that's direction it to go in. This can indicate things growing. Maybe you are pregnant, maybe things growing as in ideas growing or way forward growing. The idea of how to maybe get your money working for you better, to get finances improving. There's a definite growing here, there's a definite building here, there's definitely something shifting in you maybe, or just in your circumstances of where you are now. So again, a massive, massive upgrade on the way, Sagittarius. And the earlier cards really could just be something that is passing and something that again, you've maybe just got to stick it out for a week or so before these inspirations and these things start growing, whether this is more customers for your business, either way, or it's a definite improvement. And if we look at the last card, the Six of Wands, again, is an achievement. So whether you get that job, whether you get these customers, whether you pass the finish line, whether you get some money, whether some payment is given to you, whatever this is, Sagittarius, is pretty damn good. So I think you do find that key, as I was saying in earlier cards. I do think there's a turnaround on the way. I think this is a massive, massive help to you. So yeah, absolutely coming. And again, whether that's a business idea, whether that's a job, something is growing. And I think people see you as the Empress, whether you don't see yourself like that, whether you've just grown, whether you've just matured, whether you just come across as a nice, kind, considerate person and people just want to give you these jobs or give you these promotions, or these customers want to come in and work with you. Whatever this is absolutely amazing. This massively helps, again, your confidence in how you see yourself and how you've grown and how you've matured. This is a massive, massive blessing, Sagittarius. So keep the faith. Never mind the earlier cards. A lot of that is just passing energy. It's coming right for you, Sagittarius. So I'm really, really happy for you. Keep the faith. It's on the way. Thank you. Bye-bye.